Right, we're in the vets, and Cobie's got his name tag on, and I want to take pictures of Cobie's tail, his waggy tail, because he's a good boy. He's hiding it now because everyone's been touching it. Cobie boy's a good boy, he's got a waggy tail, because he's got a waggy tail, because that's the last time we're going to see Cobie's big long waggy tail. We're not going to see it again, because Tom bit the end of his tail, and now he's got to have half his tail chopped off. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm a drug to calm him down, because otherwise he'll get upset, because he doesn't like leaving me. You don't like leaving me, do you, Cobie? And there's his tail. This is the end of his tail, as you can see, and it started off with Tom, the cat, bit his tail. Not hard, just they was playing, but obviously enough for Cobie to start licking it. And we've gone through weeks of Cobie's licking his tail. It starts getting better, then he wags his tail and bangs it against a wall or against something, then it starts bleeding, then he licks it again, and it's gone on for weeks, and now it's become infected. So they're actually going to take his tail off to about halfway, just less than halfway, but it's infected up to there, so it's got to go quite a long way up.
I need to give him an injection to calm him down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a minute to pop the popcorn down for it. Sorry.
Yeah. Right, so we're home now. Cobie came out of the hospital with this plastic thing round his neck, and he can't lay down with it on. He's still under the anaesthetic. The drugs are still going through him. So he's laying in his favourite place on the sofa, and he's lost half of his waggy tail. And it turns out that the vet said it didn't look like the cat had bitten the end of his tail. It looked like a dog had bitten halfway up his tail. So there's a bit of a story about one of my doggy walkers. I actually gave him the sack. It's a bit of a long story. And I said to him, "You ain't take my dog for a walk no more." So it's a bit of a story, so I'll tell the story at a later date. I've not long been back from the vet. He's had his painkillers. They told me to give them to him straight away. And he's still under the anaesthetic, so he's sleeping now. He's shattered. Poor thing. Poor Cobie. And he's lost half of his waggy tail. So sad. So it weren't Tom's fault. Tom! Tom's on the balcony. But Tom was waiting for us at the front door. And when we got in, and when he saw Cobie with the thing round his neck, and Cobie just stood there. As soon as he got indoors, he just stood there as if to say, "Oh, I'm home, I'm home." And he couldn't walk any further. I had to encourage him up the hallway. So he's had something to eat. And he's laying on the sofa, and as you can see, he's absolutely shattered. And he hasn't got a waggy tail at the moment. But he's alive. Oh, and they did say to me that while he was under anaesthetic, which is quite normal apparently, he pooed himself a bit and there was blood in his poo. So it's something they've got to keep an eye on. They said it might be the anti-inflammatory stuff that they'd given me to give to him. He was having that last week. So I've got to stop giving that to him for a couple of days. And we're back at the hospital at 1:20 next Thursday. So there's poor Cobie dog. So sad he's lost half his tail. Yeah, but I'll tell you the story about the doggy walker another time, because I'm going to have a cup of tea now. That was all pretty stressful. Anyway, love you lots. Love yourselves more. We all love you. And speak to you soon. Bye bye. It's early hours of Monday morning, so that'd be Monday the 16th of May. I'll show you London. You can see the light pollution over the city. Come across. Oh, Cobie's just got up out of bed. We went to bed early tonight at 9 o'clock actually. So, it's been another drastic day today and last night. I'll tell you the story. I thought I'd point the camera at the city, make the most of the view before I move. Anyway, a very long story short. At the beginning of the video I'll show you how I had to take Cobie to the vets. He had half his tail locked off. That was almost 3 weeks ago when he had the operation. And then we went back there last week to check on it, and everything was going great. And he hadn't been out with his doggy walker. As you know, I'd already given one doggy walker the sack because this all started about 8 weeks ago. And it's all a long story which I'll make a video about. And anyway, long story short, he had his half his tail locked off. Everything was going fine. I'd been taking him out for short walks, but he hadn't been out with the doggy walkers. And then on Thursday, took him back to the vets. They said, oh, everything's doing fantastic. So then on Saturday, just gone because it's now early hours of Monday morning, his other doggy walker took him for a walk. Problem is the tail wasn't cut short enough, so when he was wagging his tail, he was still banging it on the walls and all that, and because he hadn't seen his doggy walker for a long while, he was wagging his tail like a lunatic. And it's banging on the wall and banging on the lift and banging on everything. Anyway, the doggy walker didn't think. Cobie loves to go over the lake. Cobie doesn't go in the lake, but he just likes going over there because he can get to see other doggies and all that. And doggy walker didn't let him off his lead. But Cobie wanted to go over. There's a bit where there's a bridge. And Cobie doesn't like going in the lake, but he likes walking over to where the bridge is, feed the ducks. And it's silly Cobie. This is Cobie. Accident prone. How he managed to do it, I don't know, but he managed to trip up and fall off the bridge. And he fell into the lake. Only not the deep part, just the shallow part, but obviously he got his tail wet. Problem is by the time he got back, because he'd wagged his tail so many times, he'd banged it on the wall and banged it on this and banged it on that. And he'd managed to split the stitches. Because when he wags his tail, it's like whipping, you know. And the vet did say that because he's got such a long, happy tail, it's normal that they bang their tail on the wall and this and that. So it might be that we'd do it short, but we've not done it short enough. Because I didn't want him to have no tail at all, because I love his waggy tail. So the vet did say, be warned. Anyway, I'm going to put up the video now and show what he was like that evening. Because from that evening, which was Saturday evening, and then the next video is going to be where yesterday, Sunday, because I was on the phone to emergency vets Saturday night, early hours of Sunday morning, because he was crying in pain. And he had to go to the vets first thing in the morning on Sunday. So that's the videos I'm putting up. He's back from the vets now. He was in bed just now. I couldn't sleep. I've woken up. We went to bed early at 9 o'clock. I've woken up at 1:30. It's now about 2:30. And Cobie's realised I'm not going back to bed, and he's just got out of bed as well. I've just heard him behind me. He's had painkillers and everything. It's an open wound now. And it looks like he's going back to the vets on Tuesday. And it looks like he's going to have the rest of his tail cut off so that it's like a docked tail, so that it's a little stumpy tail. So Cobie's not going to have his happy tan anymore. He's going to have a happy stump. And yeah, other than that, the video I'll also show you that I've got a new van, which is parked down the road there. That big old white van there, if you can see it, next to the red car, behind the red car. Yeah, I've got a new motorhome. Oh look, there's the moon tonight over London. There's Docklands. Look at that moon. So I'll put this bit in, my middle 8, just to explain what's going on. Yeah, it's all a bit of a long story, all of it. Yeah. So poor Cobie dog is gonna get his stump back to the vets on Tuesday, and hopefully it'll heal up. I've got to bathe it and everything else, but vet said it's not looking promising because it's still long. He's still banging on everything, which you can't stop that. So as long as that's happening, it's not going to get better. It's actually illegal in the UK to dock. Dock means to cut a dog's tail off, or its ears. Not that I want his ears done, but it's illegal to do it in the UK. So unless there's a medical reason, then they won't do it. Which I didn't want it done anyway. Poor Cobie. So I'll carry on with the rest of the video and add it onto this. And then I'll let you know next week whether, you know, after Tuesday, and see how it goes. But he's got to have it done because the tail is part of the spine. If he gets an infection in it, it could end up infecting the whole of his spine. Anyway, speak to you soon. Love you lots. Of course you love yourselves. Don't forget to do that. And I'll carry on with the video. Bye bye. Cobie's been sitting upright like this. He's been home for about 20 minutes now. He seems to be uncomfortable if he's sitting anyway other than upright. There's the towel. And as you can see, it seems as if he's in pain from his back, or his food's there. He won't eat his food. He's sitting on his bed in the laundry to the roof. And he's not drink water, he won't eat his food. He looks like he's in bad pain. Well, we're back at the vets. It's on a Sunday, so this is emergency time. Cobie's stitches came out. It seems that his tail's still long enough to bang on the wall. So he's banged his tail on the wall and ended up with the stitches splitting. The vet did say that once you cut the tail, then if you leave it too long, they wag it, they bang it on things, and then inevitably it ends up getting damaged and infected again, and they end up having to cut it really short. So poor old Cobie dog is back at the vets. But we've got some good news. So it looks like Cobie's going to have a shorter tail, which isn't the good news. But once we get out of the vets, I'm not videoing anyone. I'm not. Right. It's my YouTube channel. My grandson said, "Nan, can you open a YouTube channel?" And so we did it with the dog. And since then we've got a cat as well. I'll give you the channel. It's funny. Anyway, we're at the vets, and I'll speak to you later. Right, so we're out of the vets, and Cobie's got this contraption on his tail to stop him from biting it, and he's beating me up with this thing on his head, and we've got to come back next Tuesday because he's got to have more of his tail chopped off, so it seems. So there's a bit of a story to that. So that's like the good news, we're out of the vets, and the bad news is got to come back, he might have your tail chopped off. But to tell the truth, it's not short enough yet to stop him from wagging it, and banging it. Oh, he's beating me up. He's beat me up. He's, I'm so bruised up from where he's running into me with this comb. So, and we're listening to the rain on the tree. Look at that beautiful tree. Oh, isn't that lovely? And we're in the rain. I love the rain. Oh, I absolutely love the rain. Don't you, right? You do like the rain as well, don't you, Cove? Got your own umbrella now, haven't you? So, I'm going to stop for a minute and sit in the rain and tell you, I'm going to sit on the toadstool, tell you my, well, Cobie has a pee, my really, really good news. Oh, sorry, taking up all the space as usual.
Massive.
Don't let him run over to you, he hurts. That thing's dangerous. Not hit him, the pad thing. So, sitting down again. So there's Cobie. And the really, really good news. I bought a new motorhome. Yes, a Mercedes extra long Sprinter with double wheels. Oh no, it ain't double wheels, what am I talking about? Anyway, and it drives lovely. So, I'll let you look inside it later. I'll put it all on the video. Right, off I go. So, it's still early hours of Monday morning, Sunday night. It's about 3 in the morning now. Cobie's back on his favourite place, on the sofa. There you go. Tom's keeping an eye on everything. Ain't you, Tom? Yeah, you are. He's worried about his mate, ain't you, Tom? Hey? He's worried about Cobie because he knows Cobie's not feeling well, don't you, Tom? Hey? Is that what's the matter with my mate? He's looking over at him. So, anyway, Cobie's good thing about my sofa, it's actually a sofa bed, so I can change the colour of it all the time, and it's lovely because I can just put all nice fresh covers on it. It's lovely, and I can sleep on it, and he can sleep on it, but Cobie loves it. So this is about the 8th lot of bedding I've put on it in the last week, because every time he gets on it he leaves a drop of blood on it. So this went on yesterday, nice and clean, and I've got tons of laundry. So there's a bit of a story why I won't have a proper sofa in my house. I'll tell you that story another time. But I've got a sofa bed, and it's lovely because I can change the covers, so I can have it different colours. So at the moment it's red and grey. And there's Cobie fast asleep. It's early hours of Monday morning, and I feel shattered. A lot of things going on in life at the moment, and you know, it's like I'm moving, I've got to sort out paperwork for moving, I've got loads of things I've got to do. So anyway, Tom's been a bit worried about Cobie and keeps trying to look at his tail and lick it. He's in pain, he's on painkillers. If you look closely you can see where the stitches split off. So it does look like he's going to have his tail completely chopped off. So today's Monday, it's a really busy day. I've got what a mad day today I've got. And then Tuesday morning, early hours, got to be at the vet first thing. So as from 12 o'clock tonight, Cobie can't have nothing to eat because he's going to have another operation on Tuesday. So it looks like I'm going to have tons more washing, because when you cut the tail it bleeds a lot and weeps a lot, And Cobie keeps jumping on the sofa. He loves the sofa. I'm not going to stop him from climbing on it. I'll just take the blankets off and keep washing them. Have tons more laundry. So that's us. The motorhome drives lovely. Yeah, it drives lovely. Really is nice to drive. Power steering. And goes really... Well, you can't go fast in London anyway. You've got road restrictions everywhere. But it drives lovely. It's really responsive. You put your foot on the accelerator and it goes. Although my old motorhome drives lovely, but it's got no power steering and it just plods along. Whereas this van, you put your foot on the accelerator and it's just zoom off. The clutch is a bit stiff because it's new, so that was a bit strenuous on my leg. It feels like my legs because it's a stick, you call it, didn't you? It's got gears. Yeah, my leg feels as if it's me clutch leg, my left leg. It feels as if it's done a workout down at the gym all on its own. I'll have one muscly leg. And other than that, we went over the forest and parked up. Cobie had a little walk with my son, and I sat in the car with the van with the door open, listening to the rain. Oh, it was lovely, absolutely lovely. So, yeah, should start some adventures soon. We've got some people to go and visit, but because of his towel business, I've got to go going backwards and forwards to the vet. So they're going to be short trips to different places, you know, a day here, a day there. I wanted to take him to the beach. That was the first thing I wanted to do, was take him and Tom to the beach. But that's not going to happen for a few weeks. So anyway, other than that, got to get ready for moving, because it should be processed pretty quickly, sort of 4-6 weeks, which sounds a long time when you say it quickly, but actually when you live in it, it just disappears, doesn't it? You know, remember when you was a kid and next month seemed like forever, and then when you turn into an adult, before you know what's happening, next year is already on the doorstep. I mean, it's only just gone Christmas and we're now at May. Don't it go quick, hey? Don't life just disappear? Anyway, I'll speak to you again soon. I love you lots. We love you lots. Thank you for watching us. I'm going to say what everyone else says. Please like and subscribe. And speak to you soon. Bye-bye.